ton of different things, right? You know, destroy inflammation, are good for your joints, are good for brain function, help with that omega-3 to 6 ratio. That's such a problem in North America. So omega-3 is like my #1 supplement for anybody, not some people's trained, for anybody. I mean, #2, we talked a bit about multis. So multivitamin, especially if you're on the go and stuff, and you don't know where you're going to eat or you tax or whatever, like, then yeah, you get a multi in to fill in the gap so that you're not getting through the food that you're eating. Then I'm a huge fan of the green supplement, right? I mean, eating 12 servings of like fruits and veggies a day, like, it's definitely doable, especially if you're doing like the 5-6 meals a day. But it can be pretty tiring, it can be pretty expensive, it's not always convenient. So I'm a huge fan of green supplements, especially like, I slam one first thing in the morning, because you're getting 6 servings of vegetables in a high absorbing liquid form that gets into your system and all the way through your cells in under 20 minutes. Under 20 minutes, right? So you're detoxing the body, your digestive tract is healthy. Plus the thing with green supplements is that they have like a pile of stuff in them, right? You're not gonna buy at the grocery store, right? You have different lanceed vegetable complexes and different essential oils like clove oil and antioxidants and things like that to buy that in vegetables or find that combination, you probably aren't going to find it at your local grocery store, right? So, and then by taking greens in that form, getting up there, I mean, you're increasing your pH, you're giving more base, right? Less acidic, which is going to mean, better oxygen flow, less soreness, again, less inflammation, all the nutrients that are getting in there. So those are the basics. Then when it comes to CrossFit, then so those are your basics, right? Then for anybody who's doing any type of training, whether it's CrossFit or not, I mean, if you're not getting enough solid food protein through the day, yeah, I mean, protein shake is definitely on the list, right? It just makes it convenient and more affordable to meet the amount of grams that you need per day, which is 1 gram per pound of body weight, right?
But that's for men, not women. They say on your website it says 60% for women.
Yeah, and so I know Popeyes, but they're going with the general information that's out there that's approved by Health Canada. I do these seminars to give more specified information because beyond owning the Popeyes, I have different certifications that apply to health and science and sport. So when it comes to like the corporate website, they can only it's accepted by the government, all right? Otherwise, the government will sue us.
The Men in Black walk through
The
here.
last time I gave one of these seminars in Halifax, the Dietetics Association sent me a threatening letter saying they would sue me. I sent them a letter back saying that the next time they did it, I was suing them. Ever since, like, don't threaten.
So women and men should eat 1 gram of protein
1 gram per pound. Yeah. It's really funny that
It's a lot of Costco hot dogs.
Health Canada and the FDA and these governing bodies think that like the protein requirements for a woman are less, especially if you're active.
Yeah.
You're definitely increasing your protein requirement.
What if you eat too many?
Too much protein.
Too much protein, yeah.
You need a lot of protein for a consistent amount of time, right? When you're going to kind of increase your calorie count, but protein has a hard time to store as body fat. But excess protein over a very, very, very extended period of time can start kind of maybe taxing your kidneys, right? Because you got to filter it out, right? So I mean, the 1 gram is great for people that we call like in the industry enhanced athletes. They can get away with 1.5 grams because they're taking stuff they shouldn't be taking, and it increases the amount of protein that their body can absorb and use. So 1 gram is pretty safe.
What if you want to lose weight, though? So would you say you're 200 pounds, you took 200 grams of protein,
then people are coming in and kind of measuring their macros and counting calories, right? If weight loss is the goal, it again just comes down to that carbohydrate timing, right? If you're only having your starches like post-WOD and then maybe at like 80% and you're 20% starches, you get your serotonin release. But the rest of your day, you're just having vegetables that are rich in nutrients and fiber that grow above the ground. You don't need to count the calories or really watch what starches. You will lose weight. Yeah. I mean, people many years ago were counting calories and doing all this fancy measuring and doing point systems and stuff, and they were in much better shape than we are now with all these fancy systems and diets and fads and stuff. So, yeah. So then once you get all those foundation products, I mean, then it gets specific, right? So then once your foundations are, once your nutritional supplements have been covered, and you don't have the gaps in nutrition anymore, then where's your limiting factor? Is it recovery, right? Do you sore all the time, even though you're taking fish oil? Maybe your glutamine stores have been depleted, right? So 60% of the amino acid pool in your muscle is glutamine, so you can supplement with glutamine, right? 20 grams of glutamine a day replenishes your glutamine stores. Your muscle stores go up. They're not going to rob your glutamine from your digestive tract, which is the other place that it's very abundant, so you're less risk to get sick, right? You hear a lot of people, I'm overtrained, I get sick, I'm training so much. Overtraining syndrome is just glutamine deficiency, pure and simple. Supplement glutamine will never have overtraining syndrome again. Or is your specific goal to start hammering out PRs all summer? Well, you can look at creatine, right? Creatine is really cool. There's no supplement in the entire world with more research in humans and more approvals from Olympic committees and government sport governing bodies than creatine. It's been proven hundreds and hundreds of times over. And somehow, for some reason, it still seems to make the surface in the media that it makes your kidneys explode. And there was like a shooting in the U.S. like 2 weeks ago, and they're saying that creatine made this kid aggressive and stuff. And I was like, oh my god, like this is like unbelievable. Creatine made a guy going through the street. Are you kidding? Because like there's been billions of tubs of this stuff sold, like so the world would be at war if it was creatine. But the media loves to jump all over stuff. But creatine is really cool because you have 3 different energy systems in the body. You have what's called the phosphocreatine pathway, or ATP. Then you have your glycogen, which is your blood sugar that we get from carbs and food, right? And then you switch over to oxygen. So the first 4 to 5 seconds is ATP. So ATP is really cool. Adenosine triphosphate, it's a tri-bond molecule, and explodes in energy. Boom, turns into ADP, adenosine diphosphate. Your body can recycle the double molecule back in the triple molecule, back in ATP, which is used for explosive energy again later, right? When you supplement with creatine, you recycle faster. You have more ATP. You have more readily available explosive energy. So we're talking 4 or 5 seconds on a clean and jerk, right? Or a power clean, or on any lift, really. That's a very long time to have more explosive power. And creatine can do that, right? And then from seconds 5 to 89, we're switching over to our glycogen, which again, phosphorus is important. So you store glucose, you store glycogen. And then from that, you're switching over to oxygen. So creatine, if strength was the goal, right? So if power is the issue, glutamine, if strength is the issue, then creatine would be a really good one. Is your trouble that you worked all day and you've under fluorescent lights, which are another horrible thing. Fluorescent lights are really bad, right? They screw with your hormone production, right? They screw your melatonin, your serotonin, they disrupts the positive obesity, right? The fluorescent light is really bad.
So I need to quit work?
So switch to LEDs. Yeah. Get some LED tubes. Like you can buy LEDs that emit a certain blue light within a certain frequency that it mimics the sky, and you will have better natural energy. For anybody who works in an office environment, do yourself a favor and get one of those desk lamps for like $80 that you turn on a couple times a day, right? That like mimics the sunlight for like 45 minutes twice a day. You'll feel much better. Right? So yeah, so if that's your issue is energy. I work in an office all day. I don't get exposed to natural light. I'm just like I can't get the motivation. Well, then maybe that's when you're looking at a pre-wad, right? Pre-wad's like a short-term solution, right? So you should only really do like maybe 2 jugs of pre-wad in a row, and then you should probably take at least 3 weeks off, 21 days off of pre-wad before going back on it again. Because then you're just becoming dependent on energy, which is like right now, like I said, I'm doing my detox, lost stimulants, caffeine, I don't pre-wad, nothing, right? So and get back to your system making its own natural energy and stuff too. Right? So you could look at pre-wad. Or we were saying, you don't have time to get that meal in within an hour after your wad, well, then that's when your protein shake mixed with a carb powder, or even there's combinations that are post-wad combinations that have premixes of protein and carbs and vitamins and minerals that are made to be taken post-workout, right? You look at one of those. Are you doing a lot of like strength training phase right now? You want to build muscle and not break down muscle and work a lot on like Olympic lifting. And you look at BCAAs, branched chain amino acids. Really cool, right? Leucine metabolizes directly at the muscle site, right? Going to prevent you from losing muscle. Increases protein synthesis when you eat meals later. So if you're having BCAAs during your WOD, if it's not a WOD for time, or the same as BCAAs, if it's a WOD for time, you're probably not getting it, right? But then when you've had those BCAAs, those branched chain amino acids, and protein after, your rate of protein absorption is actually increased. So you could look at BCAAs as well. So yeah, for supplementation, the first question you need to ask is like, is this nourishing my body? First question, is it nourishing your body? It's nourishing your body and helping you fill in gaps in nutrition. That's where you start, right? Essential fats and green supplement, multivitamin, boom, all nourish your body. Those are 3 things that I never go without. Some days I might use a protein shake, but I know I'm eating animal-based protein on it, right? So shakes make it convenient when I'm a little busy or something. I'm needing requirements or post-water, I'm a little beat up, and yet That shake's really good. So, yeah. And then after that, you need to ask specifically, okay, yeah, I've got those things that are nourishing my body. What is my next sport-specific goal? Increase strength, creatine. Recovery is an issue. Food. I don't sleep well. Is that in there, right? So then you go to a specific goal. Right? At that point.
So how much carbs is too much to stop you from losing weight or to maintain or whatever, you know, like if you eat too much carbs?
So
I
when we talk
think that's an
carbs,
issue.
we talk starchy carbs, right? So
Yeah.
it's like,
Or even in the shape, like this one is 21 grams of carbs, so
how much fiber?
6
How much
only.
sugar?
It's only
6 fiber is
Yeah.
not too bad. So 21.
Well,
so
what would
mine-
be the ratio that you would want to buy?
You have nine grams of sugar. I mean, this would be all right, like post
Yeah.
workout. 6 grams of fiber. Like you could still maybe get away with this for breakfast. Not in the long term. No. Yeah. And again, that comes down to like, you know, people think there's like a set amount of like carbs or nutrients that you can have in a day that's going to prevent weight loss. It's just 1.5 of that. I mean, nobody's going to sit down and eat a whole bag of potatoes, right, after they're done working out or in one meal, right? So it's just, you know, you go starchy carbs. I mean, you eat till you're full, then stop eating, right? You know, so it's just, it's really that simple. I mean, if you're going to have starchy carbs, you know, just have them post-activity and maybe a little bit. So if you know, you look at, you see about how much starchy carbs makes you full at your post-workout meal, figure out roughly what about 20% of that same amount is, and that's how much you can have later in the evening for that serotonin release, and then that's it for starchy.
I have cravings at night, like I want to punch somebody.
Yeah, and that's normal. That's normal. And that's so let's just say like for your post-WOD meal, I mean, you have like, I don't know, 100 grams of carbs, right? Well, then you know that later at night you can have 20 grams of carbs. That's all your starchy carbs for the day. I'm not saying that's your number. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
as an example, to keep the math, right? Then that's it. Yeah. So 20% of the same amount of starchy carbs that make you feel full
Yeah.
with your vegetables and meat at your post.
If you don't have time, like most of the time I don't have time to have a meal after a workout. I gotta go.
Then that's when you gotta eat your shake. You get some dextrose powder and you get some protein and you at least get that shake into you. And then later at night, unfortunately, you don't get to have your whole 100%. It's still only 20%, right? So yeah, and it's just like, yeah, I mean, times are the big issue for a lot of people right now, right? So we're very busy, and you know, not only does everybody want things now, but work wants things now, and everybody you deal with wants things now. So it's really trying to take a look and prioritize. Right? If you're gonna cook, say rice, well, rice keeps good for 3 days in the fridge, right? Or if you're gonna make a potato, well, bake 6 potatoes, right? Have it ready in the fridge, and then you're like, not sure if I'm gonna get to eat after the workout today. Well, you have from the day before, you know, half of a red skinned potato and some salad and a container with your protein source in it. And if you gotta eat it cold, eat it cold. You know, it's not the best, but you know, it's just like, you know, it's to the point like where, you know, I got a 4-year-old, I got a 1-year-old, I have 4 businesses. I'm publishing a book in September. My wife's doing a master's and starts her doctorate next year. So we're busy. We legit in the kitchen have a whiteboard calendar where we like schedule the cooking and the meals, and when she's going to go do her master's, and when she's doing research assistant, and when I'm going to be in Halifax. So I'm not saying it's a big whiteboard decision. That's what we got to do, but like go and spend like $15 at, you know, Staples or whatever you have down here on a planner, or even just get a small whiteboard for the next day, or write down what it is you want to do. If you write down, and don't type it out and print off a goal sheet on your fridge, if you write down what it is you want to do for the next few days, and write it down, you have a much higher likelihood of actually doing it by writing it out and putting it somewhere you can see. The fridge is usually the best. It actually makes me difference. If I make myself like a punch list of things I got to do over the next few days, they'll all get done. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that, but yeah, no, it's easy to kind of shrug it off. You're like, well, I got to do this, and here's the time frame that I got to do it in. You write that out, you set that goal in your head. All of a sudden, time kind of stops, so it becomes a constraint, but you find a way to structure the busyness, right? So, yeah. Yeah, and it's just something, it's like, in the fitness industry, they call it the Sunday ritual, right? It's like, a lot of people in the fitness industry, they just cook, like, they'll cook all their food on Sunday. They'll cook for like 4 hours, and they make all their pork, and all their steak, and all their chicken, and all their fish, and all their rice, and then they put 3 days worth in the fridge, and they put 3 days worth in the freezer. And by Sunday, after the last day you take stuff out of the fridge, they take stuff out of the freezer and they put it in, and that's like going crazy overboard. But if you can find 2 or 3 nights a week where you can do meal prep, like just an hour, if you're doing it 3 times a week, it'll only take you an hour or so. Right? Turn on the oven, turn on 2 burners, and go. And then rather than that, you're looking for fresh, above the ground veggies. That's pretty easy. Right? Again, going back to Costco, they have this super cool 7 superfoods kale salad you can buy like in these giant bags for cheap right now.
Yeah.
It comes with the
Barton's Crossing.
take the dressing and throw it out though. The dressing it's really bad. But the salad itself is awesome, right? You chop up some avocado in that and throw some balsamic oil and some balsamic vinegar and olive oil. Boom. There you go. Throw that in a container. Some chicken on. Yeah, it's just like, and like I said, it's really hard because you have what you have now, and it's do that gradual change. Make your top 10 offenders list, tackle the top 2. Don't tackle all 10. You won't do it, you'll drive yourself nuts, and you'll be like, no, this doesn't work for my lifestyle. Yeah, you do the top 2. Like I said, everybody just wants to do it all and do it all now, and so it's not going to happen. Set yourself up for failure and frustration, right? Yeah, so yeah. Make your top 10 offenders list. What are the 10 things over the next year from a body composition or goal or nutrition standpoint that you want to take care of? And spend 8 to 10 weeks tackling the top 2. And when that's down pat, you're sure it's down pat, you feel confident those top 2 are no longer an issue and you've got new habits, move on to the next 1 or 2. And at the end of the year, you're done.
Awesome. Is there any other direct questions, guys, or anything like that before we kind of get into a nice workout?
I'm in the Navy, so I was wondering what's the best option for when I'm out at sea, because I don't get to cook my own.
Limited options. Yeah, I was in the Army for a while. I remember the options. Yeah, I mean that's a lot of processed stuff with preservatives and stuff, right? So your choices are very limited. I mean, so opt for
And our lockers aren't that big.
yeah, opt for as fresh as possible and as least modified, as least man-made as possible as you can at each meal, which is going to be really hard, right? But I mean, yeah, it's.
But you can ask official diet and they do it for you.
Yeah. But I mean, they do generally have some decent protein sources, and there's vegetables and fruit available, so opt for that, and then just try and keep the modified and the starches.
That's what I was wondering about the isogenics, because if I don't
Yeah.
like what they're making, just have one of those.
Yeah. Don't become dependent on supplements.
Yeah.
Remember, supplement your nutrition, don't replace it. Right? So yeah, but I mean, if you're stuck and like you go and it's like, man, they've got like, deep fried chicken is the meat that day, and French fries. I mean, if they still get some salad, grab your salad. All right, do what you can with what they do have that's healthy, and then take your protein shake on top of it. And then sometimes that's it too. Like sometimes even if I'm at home, I've always got fresh produce in the fridge, and I'm like, I'm a little behind because my 4-year-old didn't want to put on his shoes. Like for like 10 minutes, we're gonna have to go have a discussion about the moral issues of not putting on your shoes. My 4-year-old, so I didn't get to cook. And then it's like, well, I said eat salad, no, I'll grab a protein shake, right? So you kind of, do what you can. Yeah, but I mean, you're gonna be limited out there, yeah, for sure. But yeah, I mean, there's always at least something healthy, right? So you grab what you can that you know that's healthy, and then find your smart supplements at that point, right? So it's a scoop of vanilla protein with a scoop of greens in it. You're gonna have that with salad and whatever, maybe little other healthy things that they happen to have in mess that day. Yeah, that's just what we do.
Awesome. Anything else, guys? That's awesome. Thanks, guys.
No problem.
Appreciate that.